Yes, I am a vlogger.
I am a vlogger. I am an influencer.
Na yun sa akin naman. Oo naman, why not? I'm ready to start. Yes, kasi ang topic natin for today, guys, is imposter syndrome. Naranasan mo na ba yan, madam?
All them
Alam
time. But for everyone who don't know what imposter syndrome is, Teacher Ayin, can you educate us what imposter syndrome is?
So, I guess simply put, imposter syndrome is when you feel like a fraud, feeling mo fake ka kasi, for example, you've achieved something or you're at a certain place in your life and you feel like, oh no, anytime they'll figure out na fake to lahat, na hindi ako ganun kagaling, na hindi ako ganun katalino, etc. So yun yung imposter syndrome na sinasabi. It's like yung I don't know what to call it. Is it anxiety or is it just a feeling? But it's yun yung I guess yung feeling na parang you are a fraud kahit na hindi naman talaga, pero that's how it feels like.
I feel this most of the time kasi yun nga, parang sometimes when I get invited to speak, when I get invited to be a panelist, alam mo yun, ang daming mga ganitong sitwasyon na pinagdaanan ko before and ichichika natin yan later, which is super exciting. Ikaw ba, ano yung earliest memory mo of experiencing imposter syndrome? Yung first ever feeling na, imposter syndrome ata to.
Ako, well, kasi to give you guys a background, I was not always a good student or like a responsible student. Nung bata ako, when I was studying high school and grade school, I was the kid na laging huli sa requirements. I was always the kid na nahihirapan sa math, mahirapan mag-submit ng project assignments. So, and that went on until I was in my first year in college. Tapos, when I was in first year, muntik na ako ma-debar kasi I couldn't keep up with my plates. I couldn't keep up with a lot of things. So then, ang tawag dito, wait, nag-ano ba yung internet ko? Nag-unstable ba yung internet ko for a bit there? I
Sige
think
lang.
it did.
Medyo choppy lang, but
Choppy
na
ba?
ano
Okay.
naman, may context
Anyway,
naman.
So, Okay, gets. So anyway, when I was in my first year in college, parang nagising ako na I was like, okay, I need to get my act together and, take things seriously. So when I transferred to the Faculty of Arts and Letters sa UST, which is yung bago kong degree, naging shifter ako, guys. So I changed my degree from interior design to English. Ngayon, since parang it was my new life, I decided na, okay, time for me to finally, step up my game. And I became one of the first officers of the organization. Kasi parang pioneer yun na degree program eh. Kasi kami yung first batch na nag-enroll doon. Tapos, naging part ako ng first executive board, yung officers nung student org ng course namin. Tapos I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what am I doing being a student leader? I've never been a student leader. I've always wanted to, but I was never good enough. I was never really, I didn't feel like I was smart enough to do that, ganyan. So, oh my gosh, naalala ko talaga yung feeling ng fixing paperwork. I was the treasurer. Tapos, alam mo yun, muntik pa ako bumagsak na accounting when I was in high school. Tapos treasurer ako ng org. Tapos I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, do I belong here? I feel like my classmates were super smart and then there was me na ang randomly andun. But I guess over time, I realized na, I'm just learning the same way my friends are learning. So I had to kind of just live with it. So for a year, I was struggling na parang baka ma-realize nila na hindi ako qualified. Pero, ayun, nakaraos naman.
Naitawid naman natin.
That feeling became all too familiar. Yes.
Yeah.
Oo. Ikaw, madam, what was your earliest experience with imposter syndrome?
Ako earliest, ano ba? Ako kasi, I've never felt like I'm kasi, okay ang grades ko. Very nerd ako nung high school. Parang I was never the cool kid. I was never the, parang cheerleader. Alam mo yun, parang lagi lang ako nag-aaral. I'm such a boring person. Lagi lang ako nag-aaral. Ako naman baliktad. Parang ako yung laging okay sa requirements, first section, star section, ganyan. Pero, anong tawag dito? There was first year ata ako nun, I was voted as muse. Never ko naman na-feel na I'm pretty or I'm popular or people like me. Ganon. Tapos parang sabi ko, ako muse? How can I do that? Ganon. Tapos parang, syempre mas maraming mas maganda, mas sexy, mas matalino sa akin. Pero bakit ako? Parang, do I just fake this till I make this? Ganon. Yun yung early. Pero ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo is ito, I was invited to a CEO forum. So, this CEO forum kasi, yung audience, di parang syempre nag-reach out sila sa email for speaking engagements. Sabi ko, yun kasi yung year of yeses ko. I think this was 2018 if I'm not mistaken. Tama ba? No, November 2019 ata. 2019. Tapos parang yun yung time na lugi-lugi yung Lana. Yun yung parang hindi naman kumikita yung Lana before. Tapos I got invited. I got invited sa CEO forum to talk about sustainability naman ng business. Kung paano kami nagiging zero waste, ganyan. Tapos parang inisip ko na, oh my God, do I say yes to this? Year of yeses ko kasi talaga yun. Then yun din yung time na nag-yes ako for Camp Confidence Tapos, so year of yeses ko talaga siya. Tapos parang sabi ko, what? Do I say yes to this? I'm not even, hindi nga kumikita yung company ko, hindi kumikita yung Lana, pero I'll talk about sustainability. Pero sabi ko hindi. If I wanna educate people in terms of the zero waste movement sa business, parang I think I should give it a go. So parang sabi ko, okay, sige, yes. Tapos kahit parang, oh my God, kaya ko ba to? So, edi okay. And then, nung tinanong ko sila, okay, akala ko kasi pag school, okay, college, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. So, nag-yes na ako. Ang mali ko, hindi ko naman sinasabing mali. Then, I did a follow-up email. Sabi ko, anong audience ko? Sinong audience ko? Tapos parang sabi niya, yung audience are college students who are taking their master's degree. Tapos, ako, what? Me? I never even took masters. So, oh my God, what am I doing here? What will I say? Paano kapag nalaman nila na hindi kumikita yung Lana nung time na yun at wala akong masters? Yuyurakin kaya nila ako? Yun yung thought process ko. Sabi ko, hindi. I can do this para sa zero waste movement, para malaman ng iba kung how am I currently doing things sa businesses, ganyan. Tas, okay, so sige, yun na yung next phase. And then, a week before the event, I saw the pub mats. So, yun, usually kasi kapag may events, ipapakita kung sino yung mga co-panelists mo, ipapakita kung sino yung mga speakers. Oh my God! Yung mga speakers, madam, grabe. The first one is is the sales, parang vice president for sales ba yun? Ay, hindi. Head of sales for Southeast Asia ng isang sikat na IT company. Tapos, ang ganda-ganda niya. Tapos, yung isa kong co-panelist is the vice president, vice president ng isang insurance company. Tapos parang, and then there was me. A little baby entrepreneur. Tapos parang, oh my God, kaya ko ba to? Ganyan. Tapos ang dami kong lakas ng loob talaga nun, madam. Sobrang pinrep ko talaga yung sarili ko, na pinractice ko talaga yung talk ko. Tapos na-feel ko na, why am I even here? Am I supposed to be here? Pero, yung isang sobrang encourage sa akin was yung isang co-panelist ko, yung head of sales for Southeast Asia. Ng isang IT company. Sabi niya, kasi nandun kami sa holding room. Ano pa kasi to, nung araw na pwede pang physical events. Tapos parang sabi niya,
Namimiss ko
Sobra,
na.
sobra. Kasi doon yung chikahan. Nandun kami sa holding room. Tapos parang sabi niya, oh, you're Rizza, right? You're the CEO of lana.ph. Tapos parang sabi ko, yeah, ganyan. Tapos parang pa-joke kong sinabi sa kanya, I'm not even sure why I'm here. Tapos parang sabi niya, no, Riz. Sabi niya, Rizza, you deserve to be here. You are doing a great job. Tapos parang ako, muntik na akong umiyak talaga. Pero, ayun, ang dami kong nakwento. Pero, intense talaga yung mga feeling ko nun. Kasi, I'm in a CEO forum alongside these big shots in the industry. Tapos ako, sino ba ako? Ganon. So, ayun.
Pero like, looking back, do you see now, like in 2021 Rizza, do you see why you were invited and why you deserve to be there? Can you say na, oo nga no, I actually deserve to be there? Would you be able to say that today?
Actually, ako naman, then and there, nung, kasi di ba may bad wolf na nagsasabing, andun yung imposter syndrome, sino ka ba? Sino ka bang businesswoman ka? Eh, hindi naman kumikita yung Lana nung time na yun. Pero, there's this good wolf na nagsasabi sa akin na, no, Riz, you deserve to be here. You worked so hard to be in this position and hindi ka mai-invite sa CEO forum na to kung hindi nila nakita yung potential mo, kung hindi sila naniniwala sa'yo. So, yun. Alam ko naman nung time na yun na kailangan kong maging confident sa sarili ko. Kailangan kong i-cheer yung sarili ko that time. But looking at it now as a 2021's Rizza, naman, I knew I deserve to be there. Kasi yung lahat ng hirap namin, lahat ng pagod namin for lana.ph, na me just not giving up then and there just because lugi na ako. I know I have to be there. And with me educating a lot of future businessmen, a lot of the youth in terms of doing business sustainably and with the earth in mind, I think it was a calling as well for me. Kahit ang daming negative na sinasabi ng utak ko, I should negate it with the positive voice in my head.
Yeah. I think also another thing is we put people on a pedestal. Like when we are, alongside these amazing people, sometimes we also overblow it. How do I say that? Like parang we put it's out of proportion the way we put other people on a pedestal na parang sobra natin silang inaangat to the point na ang baba ng tingin natin sa sarili natin. And like in our previous episode, I've kind of talked about it na, ang dami kong friends na at first I thought they were so much better than me. I thought that they were too good for me. Na come to think of it, tao lang naman tayong lahat. And no matter what the achievement, at the end of the day, we're human beings. And ayun, I think that's what I've learned to unlearn is parang wag ko masyadong tignan ng ibang tao as like unreachable beings. Right. Kasi how can I properly, interact kung sa tingin ko mababa ako. So ayun, iniiwasan ko na yung thought na yun para, we can function objectively. Kasi mahirap like it's hard to work, it's hard to perform if we're feeling like hindi tayo ka-level ng mga kasama natin. It's really not a good feeling. Pero the good thing is it's something that we can work on.
It's hard at first, but it's something we can really work on. It's something we can be mindful about na ika-catch natin yung sarili natin kapag papunta na tayo dun sa dark side na ito na yung negative wolf in our head na wait lang, negative wolf, I will not feed you today. Ganon. So Ayan. But before we move on, we would like to say hi and big thanks to the guys from Kumu. So, alam nyo na siguro to, Kumu is a Pinoy live streaming app where you can connect our tambay with Filipino streamers and celebrities.
Yes, guys. So you can use our link in the description to follow some amazing Kumu streamers. So you have people, singing, you have people having their talk shows there. There's so much great content and all of them live. So ibang level yung interaction. I mean, we're doing a live right now, but the great thing about Kumu is it's a community of Filipinos talaga from all around the world, and you're talking about some really cool topics. So if you guys can hang out there, link in our description, check it out.
Yes.
That's you guys. So next question, Madam Rizza. When was the most recent naman? So we talked about the earliest time you've experienced your imposter syndrome, but now let's talk about your most recent. Kasi syempre tuloy pa rin ang buhay, but that doesn't mean na we completely escape imposter syndrome. So ano yung recent mo?
Ako, yung pinaka-recent ko was this January, this year lang. I was featured alongside, it's a mega feature. Oh, social. Na-feature na tayo sa mega. It was a feature alongside Jack, Rizza Trillo of Happy Skin, Nina Elaine of Colorette. It was parang Filipina girl bosses talking about how to be successful, blah, blah, blah. Tapos parang, oh my gosh, eto na naman ako, yung bad wolf na naman, nagsasabi sa akin, paano ka napunta dyan? Na parang, paano ka ba nilang nakikita? Ganyan. So, do I really deserve to be here? Yung mga ganong evil thoughts in your head na, are you really the greatest CEO you think you are? Mga ganyan. But, eto na naman ang ating loving wolf, shunning the bad wolf. Parang telling them na hindi. You deserve to be here is kahit ano pang sabihin mo sa sarili mo, kahit ano pang pag-down mo sa sarili mo, pinaghirapan mo yan. Hindi ka in a snap lang, hindi lang magic yan na, gusto ko lang i-feature si Rizza Lana, kaya nandyan siya. Tsaka, alam ko naman na, alam mo yun, pinaghirapan ko talaga to. Pinagkapuyatan natin to, madam. So,
Yeah.
yun. I just really try to catch myself every single time. Mindfulness really takes a huge part in my head. Lalo na kapag very cluttered niya, na kapag sobrang dark nang nandun sa loob ng utak ko talaga. So, mindfulness is key din talaga. Kasi, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to talk down upon yourself.
Tsaka all the work that you did, I mean, that's actual real life proof na it actually happened. It's not like you invented na you have a business. It's you have employees. You can see them every day. And if you have living proof like that, why tell yourself you don't deserve to be there when it's so obvious? It's apparent. Can't deny it.
Thank you. But how about you, madam? When was the last time?
Yeah, for me, the last time was TED Talk. When I did my TED Talk. Actually, I did 2 this year. Which was honestly ridiculous because you're not even supposed to have 2. It's not usual kasi usually when they look for TED speakers, hindi nagre-repeat or like they usually pick speakers who have not given TED Talks yet. And for some reason, I gave 2 TED Talks in 1 year. Actually, within 3 months.
Iba siya.
3 months lang yung difference. Tapos, parang ako, ay, why? Like, why me? But at the same time, this has been a dream of mine for a long time. As in, literally, nasa bucket list, nasa goals ko, maging TED speaker. So it's not like I never worked towards it. I've been working towards it my whole life. I've been learning about the topics that I talked about. I've been practicing and training for public speaking. I've been competing. So why wouldn't I deserve it, Pero at the same time, you can't help it sometimes na parang it's a lot to think about na parang that's kind of like, I think ito yung reason why. Especially when you have such a big dream and for the longest time, you've always believed na it was too big for you or it was a dream na a lot of people thought was too ambitious, and then you finally make it happen and you're like, what? In disbelief na, possible pala to. Kasi I know, like, we fight and we work towards our dream. Tapos nagugulat tayo pag nakamit natin, 'di ba? Para ring ano ba 'yan?
Parang,
Pero
totoo ba to?
ayun, I think when we get there, yeah, we should just allow ourselves to accept and celebrate it when it does happen. So that's what I'm trying to learn. Na parang pag nandiyan na yung inaasam-asam mo, celebrate it. Kasi we did work towards them.
And you really deserve to be there. Parang you need to take space because you earned that. You have been working so hard for it. So, bakit kailangan mo ikahiya? Diba?
Take up space. That's a really good point, madam. Truly.
Pero, ikaw ba? So, syempre, ayan, with the TED Talks, etc., we still have imposter syndromes, of course. Especially, I think, for you right now, na you are in front of a huge following on TikTok. How do you always convince yourself na you are worthy to be there? Humilik si Bagnet, my God.
Alam mo, madam, hindi ko talaga siya ma-process sometimes. Because honestly, like, to me, 700,000 on my main account and 2 million on my other account. Like, when I really think about those numbers, what?
2.4 na ba? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Hindi ko na alam. 2.3, I think. 2.3. Yeah. Parang, I can't really process how big that is and how big of a responsibility that is as well. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just another person. But at the same time, ang tagal ko talaga din tinrabaho to get there. So I'm torn between, okay, eto na, make the most out of it. And then on the other hand, I'm also like, deserve ko ba to? Kasi bakit ngayon lang? Bakit? Parang, it's just so weird. It's so weird to process. Like, I don't know if nagigets nyo ba yung nararamdaman ko. Pero like, on one hand, it's a lot of pressure. It's really a lot of pressure because I feel like I need to do better. I need to perform better. Unlike before na parang whatever lang, ano mo yun. And then on the other hand, it's like, I was myself on the way here. So why can't I be myself now? So, ayun, I guess for me, I just need to go back to my roots and my why, because at the core, you know, strip away everything. I'm a yin, and I don't really need to embellish that to be worthy, because I got here by being a yin. So all I need to do really is to stay that way. So yun, I guess it's just ano talaga, like when you're in your head, parang mas lumalala yung imposter syndrome, mas lumalawala yung self-doubt. Pero if you zoom out and realize na, it's really not that big of a deal, like, relax. It gets easier.
Totoo. Ako naman din, it's still a struggle, but I choose to convince myself that I am worthy to be here. Kasi if I don't take space, if I don't own etong I am a CEO, yung success ng Lana, Mink, and the other brands, kasi para sa akin, hindi na para sa akin lang to. If I'm not proud of where we are, it also means that I'm not proud of the hard work of my team. So, ako kasi, I don't really own this success. Parang pinagmamalaki ko to kasi pinagmamalaki ko yung team behind me. Yung team kung paano naging ganito yung Lana. Yung team kung bakit naging ganito yung Mink. Yung team na kung bakit kami nakakapag-churn ng brands every single time. And the fact that pinaghirapan talaga namin to, every single one in the company is very essential kung paano namin na-achieve kung nasan man kami ngayon. So, I need to be proud. I am proud to be the CEO. I am proud to lead this kind of company. To lead a company na hindi lang pera-pera. Ganon. So, bakit ako emotional today? Ayan. So, Yan. Yan.
Ganun talaga, madam. If you care about something enough, you are going to be emotional. I think that really is, at the yung like behind imposter syndrome. We get imposter syndrome because we care, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
And if you are watching right now and you feel na you're having an imposter syndrome, you deserve to be there. You need to take space. You have to own your success. You need to believe that you are a work in progress, and that's okay. Marami talagang mga time na dina-downgrade natin yung sarili natin. But kailangan nating to believe ourselves a little
being
more.
a work in progress. To me, like being a work in progress and knowing that I'm a work in progress has really, parang I've given myself space to learn and grow and make mistakes. And when I have that extra space, the pressure is a little less. I know it's not completely gone, but just knowing na, okay, matututunan ko rin to, may improve ko rin to. There is a certain kind of comfort in that. So yeah, you guys, don't be afraid to be a work in progress, because that's a good thing to be.
So now that we are able to convince ourselves now we are great, we are confident, now we can be the CEO of our own company, what do we do, or how do we deal with nega peeps, mga negatrons in our lives?
Alam mo, nakaka-frustrate yan kasi it's already a lot of work to accept ourselves and see ourselves as worthy. Tapos, you also need to deal with the external factor of like trying to prove yourself to other people, which is, my gosh, ano ba yan? Mahirap na nga i-convince sarili mo, i-convince mo ba ibang tao? So for me, the number one thing is I realize na no successful person, no happy person is going to look at you and intentionally put you down. So, ang iniisip ko na lang is if somebody's trying to put me down, make me doubt myself, saying stuff na hindi constructive, then I'm just saying, oh my gosh, ba't ako makikinig dyan? Hindi nga siya masaya enough to be supportive. So,
oops! Mic drop.
Bye!
Ako, true. Ako, yun nga, very much kebs to the world naman kasi talaga akong tao. So, hindi ko masyadong pinapakinggan lahat ng mga negatrons. Sometimes, although, admittedly, there will be times wherein may mga tao, may mga malapit sa yung tao na ida-doubt ka. May mga malapit sa yung kaibigan na, kaya mo ba yan? Ooh, vlogger, ganon. So, again, it's a very conscious decision. It's a very mindful activity to just shun these negative thinkers, kasi yun nga sabi mo nga Ayin kanina na ang hirap nang i-convince yung sarili mo na magaling ka, pero kapag stinart mo pang i-entertain yung mga negative people around you, mas mahirap, mas dadagdag yung burden, kumbaga. So, wag mo nang pahirapan yung sarili mo. Wag mo na lang silang pakinggan. Just, just amaze everyone with what you're currently doing. And mapapa-realize mo na lang sa kanila na, ano daw, vlogger daw ako. Char.
Yes, I am a vlogger.
I am a vlogger. I am an influencer.
Na yun sa akin naman. Oo naman, why not? I mean, the thing is, we can't keep convincing everybody na, I'm right. Like,
isa pa yun.
It's just gonna take up a lot of our energy. So, it's really the best way, I guess, to go about it is to just focus on the work in silence. And once you have proven to yourself na you can do it, then you can also prove to others na you have done it. Done.
Yes.